episode in this series. I'm DK.
I'm Sharkman.
And I don't know. I just messed up my whole thing right there, man.
It's okay.
Because I don't know. Anyway, we're going to continue our awesome adventure in the Star Wars.
In the world of Star Wars. Well, no, the universe of Star Wars, not the world. Because it's different planets. The galaxy of Star Wars, yes.
Today's question of the day.
Because May is the one with the questions. Because I cannot think of questions. So she gets to answer this question.
What is your favorite Star Wars spaceship?
That's actually a good question.
I would say the Razor Crest is my favorite.
Which one's the... I forget which one's the Razor Crest.
Mando's shit in the first season.
Oh yeah, the big chunky dude. Or chunky one.
Yeah.
It was a chunky ship. It was a pretty big chunky kind of slow ship.
I also like the X-Wing that Luke drives all the time. But everyone probably would say the Millennium Falcon. But
Millennium Falcon's not my favorite.
It's not my favorite. Razor Crest is definitely my favorite. I don't know. I can't really give you any reason why except for...
Can it be from any part of the Star Wars universe?
Yes.
Okay, well, my favorite version is the Arrow or whatever from the Freemakers Adventures.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. That was probably my favorite. Just because it was so unique. It's just so unique compared to the other ships.
Mm-hmm.
Then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess it's not really technically fair, though, because it is a Lego thing, and I'm kind of biased because I like Lego stuff, so... But I'm just saying, that's just my personal favorite.
Which is a really good ship, too.
And it's a good show.
Yeah, and it's a good show.
Got great characters.
In our opinion.
In our opinion, you need to watch it. It's
one
really
of the
good.
reasons also that Roger, one of the droids, they turned into a good guy.
Yes.
Roger, he's the best.
And he says more stuff than just Roger, so
yeah.
We're good.
Anyway, before we begin, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and also share with your friends. And turn on your notifications if you haven't done that already, so you won't miss the weekly upload. Hopefully every Saturday. Hopefully. Because, life happens.
Yeah, life gets annoying sometimes, so...
So let's continue with this adventure. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The wrong franchise. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Okay, we ain't there yet. I can't wait to be there, but we're not there yet. Yeah, let's see if we can get that real quick. Because that's gonna be helpful. I also can't wait to try to find all the kyber bricks, because the kyber bricks are supposed to be like the gold bricks, but of this game, because they didn't want to.
Which is cool.
I wish that. Okay, no offense, but I think which one do you like better? Do you like kyber bricks or do you like force bricks better?
What do you mean?
Like the name, like for the name. Like which one would you have preferred? Force bricks or kyber bricks?
Well, I kind of like the kyber bricks because it sounds Star Warsy as far as like the cyber stone, like the cyber. What are they? Cyber stones that they use for the lightsabers.
Right.
So I can understand why they call it that. Force stones, still kind of.
Force bricks.
Force bricks. Thank you guys. I feel like an idiot.
Well, that's what Blitzwinger was calling them when they had trailer released for this game, and he was like, let's call it Force bricks or whatever.
Yeah.
But then when the game came out, he realized they were called kyber bricks, not Force bricks. Which I don't know. I think both would have been great, but
either
so I'm happy with either. But I'm just saying, like, I thought it would have been cool if they were called Force bricks. But I can see why they did kyber bricks. Wait for it. Transitioning.
That was weird because, like, on your screen,
it like froze, yeah.
It like
went through.
He went through. He was like still moving, and then on
that was weird.
So. Whee!
Yes, I love how they make like movies or like movies based off games. That's so cool to me. I don't know why.
Me too. And then David and I talk a lot about what kinds of Lego games they should make, and like whenever we hear certain games are going to be coming out, we're like, why? Just Why?
Like, for example, the next Lego game they're going to be making is a remastered version, or I guess not remastered, but like, well, yeah, kind of remastered because of the new look, new graphics or whatever. But but they're going to be making the Harry Potter games. They're going to be putting all the Lego Harry Potter, or both of the Lego Harry Potter games in one game, kind of like this game, but for Harry Potter. And I'm like, why don't they do like Lego Batman 4 or or make a second Jurassic World game, or Lego Ninja Turtles, or my argument would be Lego Transformer game. And here's why. Here's another reason why I think they should do that. Because of the new movie coming out, I think it would be the perfect opportunity for them to make a Lego Transformers game with the new movie included. And then they would have all the, they could have like the first Transformers movie and then through the next movie. So Bumblebee would be included because Bumblebee's like the, or at least a Lego Bumblebee game. That I would play. I'm just saying, I just think, because Transformers are supposed to be transformable and Legos are transformable, so I'm just saying that would be the franchise that makes sense to turn to Lego.
And you can make them big.
Yeah, and you can make them big, so I'm just saying, like, it would be the perfect opportunity,
I mean, there's all kinds of things they can make it out of, but to go back and just remake the same games, I mean, come on, can't you get a little more creative?
Well, they wanted it to be fair for all the Harry Potter fans, I'm assuming, because they wanted to, because they did this with Star Wars, they had to do it with Harry Potter. It would make sense if it was Fantastic Beasts. I mean, I would be still sad, but it would make sense to do a Fantastic Beasts because the new Fantastic Beast movie that's coming out. Oh, right here. And we gotta go, which one? Oh, yeah, it's this one. But, Federal Districts. Anyway, but yeah,
I mean, there's just so many different franchises you could do.
Like Ninja Turtles, like I said.
I mean, even things that are like really popular.
Like, I mean, I don't know what would be more popular.
I mean,
than,
I can understand why they did a remake of like the Star Wars games, just because Star Wars is like a big franchise right now, and there's always new stuff coming out. So.
Maybe they're doing it just because it's like maybe Harry Potter's like anniversary of when the first two games came out, so they're doing like an anniversary edition sort of, kind of like this is supposed to be like an anniversary or whatever thing.
Yeah, I mean there were like 3 different Lego games that were gonna come out.
Yeah.
And they all got canceled.
Yeah, like they're gonna make a Lego Batman 4, and like I said, and they're gonna make a Lego Mandalorian DLC level pack for this game, and they were going to make a game based off Guardians of the Galaxy, and I was like, that would have been so dope.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Even Spider-Man. Just do one on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Dude, make a game, either make a game for Spider-Man that's based off the Spider-Verse movie when the second movie comes out, or make one based off the Tom Holland universe.
Right.
I don't know.
It is a great gift to see you alive. What in the world? Okay. How's it a gift?
I am anxious to hear about the situation under you, Your Highness. Would you be so kind as to accompany me to the Senate to discuss the matter there?
Sorry, that's my best impersonation. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was pretty spot on. But that's just me. Probably just me.
There's certain times I just don't understand in movies where you're trying to have this character be 2 different kinds of characters, but you can obviously figure out who they are.
Yeah.
Like, there's some that
it just gives them away.
Reveal, it's so, like, you never expect it. But, like, for Palpatine...
You already can see it coming, just by the way he, like, talks and, like, his, like, the way he looks and acts, his, like, body language, that kind of thing. I don't know.
So his reveal wasn't very,
Yeah. Oh, but I mean, the thing about that game based off of the, Lego Guardians of the Galaxy game that they were gonna put Adam Warlock in it, and I was like, that would have been so perfect, because then it could have been like a game with all 3, because the 3rd movie's coming out, so I was like, this would have been perfect time to make a game with all 3 in it, and then they could have put Adam Warlock and add what's his name, his voice in it, and then it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
It would have been so cool.
I'm excited about the 3rd Guardians of the Galaxy. I like Will.
It would have been so cool.
I'm so happy he's playing Adam Warlock.
They don't know
He
which.
looks so
They
good.
don't know which Will you're talking about. I don't think.
Poulter. Is that his last name? Will Poulter. He played in
He played in Maze Runner, and he played
Galley,
in.
and
he played in Narnia. He played
Narnia. He played
Eustace in Narnia
in
3.
the
Or the
Narnia.
Boys of Dawn Treader.
Um,
Yeah.
sorry, that's like all we know that he's from.
that
that
we've
we've
seen.
But he is a really good actor, and
I'm excited about it because I mean he looks kind of funny because he's CGI in gold, but like I mean that's okay.
Are you coming?
Yes, I'm coming. Sorry, that was my fault. I was too distracted talking about what's his name.
Center.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I was a little busy talking about him. Sorry, that was my fault.
No one's fine.
I got a little carried away. I do like his acting though. His acting is really good.
Yep.
And then of course we might be getting another Sherlock Holmes movie with what's his name in it? And
Robert Downey Jr.
yes, and I'm excited about it. Sort of. The first movie was a little dark. I'm not gonna lie. The first movie it was like kind of satanic and stuff, so I didn't really like that too much. And I haven't seen the second movie, so I can't tell you if I like it or not.
I haven't seen them.
Dad and I watched the first movie. And it was like all satanic and stuff. I was like, and ritualistic and stuff. I was like, wow, that's unbelievable. But yeah, I kind of like really frustrated. But I don't know. I might watch the second movie just to see if it's darker. But yeah, why is Darth Maul there?
Why is it well?
Yeah, that didn't happen in the movie.
Palpatine is his master.
I know, but that didn't happen in the movie.
As far as him,
Look at that smile. You can just tell he's got something evil in his up his sleeve just by his smile, bro.
Yeah. I mean, the way he manipulates Amidala and even Anakin, it's like you can tell.
You can
He's
just tell,
he's
bro.
not good at all.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the Jedi can't sense that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's why I don't like the prequels as much, because they can't sense it
Right.
as they do in other.
Well, you know,
movies. And
their
they
whole
always talk
explanation
about
is
it. What?
their whole explanation is that the dark side is clouding their vision. That's their whole explanation. Throughout the prequel trilogy, that's their whole explanation. Is that's why they can't see it, is because the dark side is clouding their vision or whatever. I'm like, I mean that kind of makes sense and kind of doesn't.
Does that really make sense? Because other times they can sense it.
I don't know.
It seems like I don't know. Seems like selective.
I'm so used to changing characters with Y. I have to remember to use bumpers for this game. I really am used to using like Y for this. I don't know why, but I'm well, not this game, but I'm used to using Y to change characters in games, so I'm not used to like using bumpers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also am really excited and upset at the same time that the next Spider-Verse movie is coming out. I'm excited because I want the next part to come out. Don't get me wrong, but I'm upset because it's in parts, and I'm like, why? There's no reason to do that. There's literally no reason to be doing that.
I think we're going to Naboo.
Yes.
Now I do know that they do sense that Palpatine is not up to good, but it can take forever to actually find stuff. Because Obi-Wan sees that Anakin is like being influenced by what the Chancellor is saying, but how they don't realize that he's really evil. I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like the prequels were made that well. I mean, the first one was pretty good. I didn't really like the second or third one. I know David liked the third one because General Grievous is his favorite character.
A lot of people hate the third movie, and I can see why. I mean, I really can see why people go into third movie. But if Joe Grievous was not in the third movie and was in like the second movie, I would probably like the second movie better, only because of Joe Grievous. But because my favorite character only appears in that one movie, or at least one of my favorite villains. He's my favorite villain in the Star Wars universe. Because he only appeared in that one movie, I have to say it's my favorite only because of that. If he wasn't in there, it wouldn't be because of that. But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I understand everybody's
I
criticism.
don't
So.
like Anakin in the movies. I do like him in the Clone Wars. The animated series. Like, it feels like he's actually, like, a little bit more mature and he's not childish like he is in the movies. But, you know, that's just my opinion. I mean, I guess because Ahsoka's in it too, that she's like his Padawan, so
yeah, so it kind of forces him to grow up a little more, but
she wasn't in the movies, so
I also can't wait till that the Ahsoka series comes out because I love Ahsoka, don't get me wrong. I am excited for Ahsoka, period, but I also hope Ezra Bridger is in it, and if he is, I hope he has a good role in it, because if he doesn't, I'm gonna be sad.
I am excited about the Ahsoka.
I know that sounds mean, but
I love it when they bring characters from the animated
world to
into
the, like, realistic. I wonder if they're gonna get to play Ezra Bridger if he does appear, because if he, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, I could see them finding Ezra like at the end of the season.
Yeah.
First season.
That would make sense. Because they'd want to focus on Ahsoka, obviously, but...
I mean, I think that maybe Ahsoka and, what's her name? Oh my goodness, David. What is her name? the Mandalorian that is with them.
Sabine.
I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember her name.
I forget it sometimes.
I love Sabine.
I think Sabine... I'm excited to see Sabine and Ahsoka kick butt. I'm not gonna lie.
I think they might meet up like in the middle of the season.
Right.
I don't think she'll be there at the beginning. I think that Ahsoka will go to a couple of different places before they meet up.
And what makes you think that? Just out of curiosity, like, I'm just curious. Like, what makes you believe that would be that would happen?
I think because of how we left Ahsoka in the second season
of Mandalorian, yeah.
Of course, we haven't watched the third season yet. We haven't, Boba Fett. The Boba Fett season, where she was in there.
It just came out, so like...
Yeah, so they're still looking for where Ezra ended up.
Yeah.
So they...
So you think they split up and they're just going to meet back up eventually, but just not right now?
They've both been on their own way looking for answers to where he could have been taken. So it might be like probably the fourth episode or so before they meet up, but that's just my predictions. Of course,
that would make
I
sense.
could be
That would
totally
make sense.
wrong about the whole thing, but and I don't understand why people don't like the Boba Fett series. Because here's the thing.
Okay,
I can understand because Boba Fett is not as brutal as people think he should be. But here's my thing: is I've done a lot of research on Boba Fett, and he does not. I mean, he doesn't seem like the evil type to me.
Megan is obsessed with Boba Fett, and I can see why. Rightfully so. He is like I said, he's top 5 for me and Megan.
Yeah, everything I've seen for Boba Fett is that he does have a sensitive side, okay? Like, I think that,
and the Boba Fett series shows that beautifully. That he has this kinder side to him. That he has the, that he's not the villain that he is.
Yeah. I mean, like...
He's not even a villain. He just does bounty work for people to earn money. I mean, that's just what he does.
He was brutal up until... in the Clone Wars where spoilers, so if you don't want to hear this, skip ahead, but,
which I don't think, wait, which season was that in? Sorry, I keep interrupting you, I'm sorry.
I don't know which season it is, I forget.
Anyway,
but he is very angry and he wants to kill, Mace Windu.
Oh
but
yeah.
Mace Windu saves him. So he decided to give up on revenge, and that's when he basically turned, in my opinion. Bounty hunter, yeah, he was a brutal bounty hunter because he was going after people, both good and bad people. I mean, he didn't know that, really. He didn't really have a side. He did work for Jabba the Hutt, but he really, just did it because he needed the money. I mean, people need money, And, like, because he worked for Jabba, he did, like, attack Luke and Han and all that kind of stuff. But, like, when we see him again, he, hold on, let's watch this cutscene first.
I am Queen
Oh, this is
Amidala.
Yeah,
hilarious.
this is so funny.
I am Queen Amidala.
No.
I am Queen Amidala.
Queen Amidala.
I am Queen Amidala. I'm sorry for my deception, but it was necessary to protect myself. If we do not act quickly, all will be lost forever.
Yeah,
Did she
I
just
beg you to
kneel on that frog?
yes she did.
Rest in peace, frog. That frog
His
deserves it.
face! His face says it all!
I feel so bad for that frog.
Let's head to the palace.
Rest in peace,
We
frog.
must launch
That didn't happen in the movies, which is weird. I mean, obviously they just put some of the stuff in for comedic effect, but that's
Yeah.
just... Wait, anyway, back to what you were saying. About Boba Fett and all that stuff. I forget what you were...
Okay, so, like, he's been through a lot, and I think that his really changing point is when he
We must head to Eid immediately.
gets out of the, what is it, the pit? What's the pit called?
The Sarlacc pit?
Yeah, the Sarlacc pit. And he was taken in by the Tusken Raiders, and they treated him like family. Like, he had never had really family.
After he lost his armor to the Jawas,
Yeah,
but, you know.
but, like, he did partake in with other bounty hunters in his life, but they weren't really family,
Right.
But, like, so the Tusken Raiders, they really, like, I think gave him more, feelings to, like, open up to other people. Sure, he did take over Jabba's castle. I mean, that's the brutality of it, but he wants to, like, have peace where the places and everything. So,
But Jabba the Hutt was dead, so like so like it's not like Jabba could stop him from taking his palace. I mean, Jabba was dead by this point.
Assistant, whatever his name is. I'm bad with names, guys. His assistant, they killed him at the end of the second season of Mandalorian, and then at the beginning of Boba Fett.
Again, though, like
Yeah.
there's nobody there really to stop him, so it was just like sitting there. So I mean, Boba was just putting it to good use, like.
And I also don't think that he would have helped Mando if he was still, like, evil. I think he would have just taken his suit and left if he didn't have a change of heart. And, like, Mando was also kind of in the same predicament in the first season, where he didn't really care. He just, like, went and did bounties to get armor and also to get the special armor material.
Yeah, I
that
forget
they
what it's
have.
called. I
It's
forget what
been
it's
so
called.
long, guys, since we watched the first and
It's
second
been
season
a
of
while since we've
Mandalorian.
seen Mandalorian.
But,
so I can't really remember.
When Grogu came into the picture, he really had a change of heart and he became a father figure. So really, like, they both had moments of where their characters changed. So it really, I can understand that people can be upset because Boba is not as brutal as he used to be. But I mean, there were awesome fight scenes in the season, and there were, like, I mean, I know Mando shows up like halfway through the season, and people would say, "Oh, it's another part of." I would say it's 2.5 of the, like, Mandalorian season. It happens in between season 2 and season 3, but you know, I don't care. I was very upset when the Boba Fett TV was going to happen, and they decided to do a TV show of it. But then when they did the TV show, I was like, oh, it's so good, because you get to see the part where he escapes and everything, like I've heard rumors about. So, yeah, I will always love Boba
My
Fett.
guess is the Viceroy is in the throne room.
Sorry, but I also But Mando is like my all-time favorite Star Wars character. I don't know how to explain why. I can like debate with you guys about it and argue my point. But I'm not gonna do that. That would take forever.
I think everybody being upset with Boba Fett's character in the Boba Fett series is kind of like how everybody was upset with Voyage of the Dawn Treader and all the Narnia movies because they weren't as accurate to their portrays either. Like they weren't accurate to their books, so so it's kind of like the same situation.
Well, I don't really know if there were books about him.
There was one. There's a book up there.
Yeah, but that was like when I first heard they were gonna do a TV series, I thought, oh boy, they're gonna do it in his when he's younger. Mm-hmm. But they already did that with Clone Wars and Rebels. I think it was Rebels. So it really, I was not excited. But then when I saw that, I mean, when he appeared in the second season, oh my gosh, guys, I was so stoked to see him in the second Mandalorian season. Like it was a very big surprise, and that is like one of my all-time favorite episodes. So, to see him reappear, I was so happy. But I really don't want any more of his like childhood kind of tale. I want to see him in the here and now. You know, like he's a very, very, very special character to me. I mean, I didn't, like I said in the last episode that we did, he was not my favorite character by all means, because he rarely did anything. But then I had an argument with a friend, and I did a lot of research, and so...
An argument with a friend, eh?
Yes! We had a debate about whether he was a good character or not, and I was like, he's so boring. But now I'm like, I will fight you if you say he was a terrible character.
Yeah. I still think that my point was that it's like Narnia in a sense because everybody sees Boba Fett in a certain way, and so now that they're changing his character, or he's not as they remember or whatever, then it kind of ruins it for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
That's what I'm like. My point was.
I understand with what people had expected and what they wanted, but I was happy. So now is the Boba Fett series
Perfect? No.
Perfect? Is it as good as Mandalorian? No. But it's all I ever wanted.
But it is a gem. It is a gem of a series, and it is a shame that not a lot of people like it.
Yes. Because I don't think it ruined his character. I mean, it's what I expected, but I guess But
your expectation is different from everybody else's expectation. So, and everybody's and everybody, it's okay to have different expectations and opinions.
Right.
It is okay. No one opinion is above the others.
Right. And we're all
different.
Subject to our own opinions, It's fine. I mean, my favorite character would not be the same favorite character as another person. So, I'm sorry, guys. I am talking a lot, and we're playing very little. And
that's okay.
Maybe we can do like a discussion video, just us
on Star Wars stuff, or just any topic pretty much that we,
Or if we see a series, do a review on it or something, and then so we can just talk about it and not have to.
Right.
Because I do enjoy this game. Okay, I am enjoying this game. It just seems like we're talking a whole lot more than we should.
Yeah.
At least not about the game. We're not even really talking about the game. So I will say that Darth Maul is one of my favorite villains.
I thought he was your favorite villain. Maybe he's your favorite, or did you say he was your favorite villain in the prequels?
in the prequels, he's my favorite villain. Oh gosh, I just died. Like, horribly. Oh my gosh, how many? I forgot how we did this.
Do what?
How we moved this.
You just use B.
Yeah,
Like,
how do
move
we
the thing.
get over it? My question. Is there another part? I guess we have to go one way first.
That was weird. Hang on. Gotta wait for it to come back down. Or will it come back
I
down?
think that was one thing I also enjoyed about the Clone Wars, that Darth Maul came back. Because he was such a good character, guys. They just didn't do him justice.
I think I would have to agree with that statement. I think he did really well in the Clone Wars. Like, I think he was a good character, but you know how it is. Once you get attached to characters, they either kill them off or they make them bad, and that's
Yeah.
sad.
I mean, I don't know what it is, but every time I watch anything to do with Darth, like anything with Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
certain characters I hate immediately, like, you know. But then you see backstory or like just different things,
Right.
and you're like surprised or
Right.
like you sympathize with them.
Right.
Darth Maul was one of those characters. Like, I thought he would, like, the prequels, guys.
Right.
The prequels. I don't like the prequels. And I didn't think the villains were very good at the time. But now, I'm like, they're great. You know?
Yes.
Another thing that I didn't like about the prequels, I mean, Anakin. And also, I never liked Darth Vader when I was growing up.
Daggone it.
I didn't think he was a very good villain.
Here's the thing, though. That's like everybody's favorite villain in the Star Wars universe.
But now I like Darth Vader, and I think the reason I didn't like him was because I knew he was Anakin, and I hated Anakin. But now,
But they didn't even get the same character to play Darth Vader, though.
I know, but Darth Vader just was not my.
Was this before? Wait, so was this before or after you started liking that you found out he wasn't played by the same person?
No, I knew he wasn't played by the same person because the prequels came out after.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
I just didn't like him because, like, when I was growing up, we had both the original and the prequels.
Right.
And I think the prequels just came out when I was born, but I don't remember. But I do remember that I just did not like Darth Vader because he just... I mean, I didn't like villains back then either. Like, I always hated villains. But now I sympathize with villains. Like Kylo Ren and Darth Vader and Darth Maul. And I never understood why people liked certain characters, but now I do. And
Yeah.
it's not that I condone what they do. It's not that I, agree with their
Views,
actions,
views, that kind of thing.
but I do understand where they're coming from, which is a good thing. I mean, oh no.
Smack.
Oh,
I couldn't jump out of the way. Smack. Oh yeah.
I will say that I used to hate reading, but the first things that I really got into were Star Wars books.
Yeah, I know.
Even then, I didn't really read at all, but I did enjoy those stories I did read. Oh my gosh.
It would have been funny if they put this in the movie. I really think it would have been funny. It would have been so comedic.
You know, one thing I haven't mentioned?
What?
Obi-Wan Kenobi's chin.
It was like a mushroom. Man.
Go for his face.
Boing! 1 point. Man. Yeah.
This has been a long.
Here's the thing, though. My favorite. Okay, so I know we just talked about this like a few minutes ago and we kind of passed it, but I gotta bring it up again. So Narnia. My favorite character in Narnia is Edmund, and here's why. Everybody hates Edmund and gives Edmund a lot of crap in the first movie because he's a brat, right? But if you continue the series and you watch the other two movies, he is the one character that gets the most character development, in my opinion. Like, he's more mature and stuff. And so that's why him, Reaper Chief, the dwarf dude, and Eustace are my favorites. Yeah. They are my favorite characters.
He's the only character besides Reaper Chief that makes Prince Caspian
Yeah,
good.
and I guess I like Ben Barnes in the third movie. The second movie, I didn't really like him too much because he was like a goody two shoes, you know, whatever. But like that was just me personally. That's like the only thing I didn't like about the second movie was that one part. Everything else I liked. The action was good. The visuals were great in my opinion.
Why do you have an oar?
I don't know. It's supposed to be I thought he was supposed to have a spear.
Yeah, but an oar.
I know. General Jar Jar.
Why would you make him a general?
I don't know. It's another frog. Alright guys, well that's gonna be it for today.
Let's see what we got first.
I'm gonna see what we got.
Sorry we talked your ears off, but that's how we roll, guys.
Why YouTubers who do this kind of thing
I
talk their ears
know,
off?
but like, I'm sorry to talk through kind of some of the cutscenes and stuff.
It'll be fine.
But, we get on a roll and then we
Can't stop.
can't stop.
We ain't got no breaks.
So you got one mission completed.
Do we didn't
I
gain
don't
any
think you got
hits.
any.
That's
Which is
okay.
fine.
We'll just go back and get them eventually when we're done with all this stuff. When we go through the whole game and we do all the DLC stuff.
There you go. No cape.
I might have to buy the extra DLC eventually too, because the Obi-Wan Kenobi series we haven't seen yet, which we should, but I'm also gonna get that one, and then there's one for what was the other one? Rebels, I think they just released one for Rebels, and Andor, I think it was Andor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Rebels, I think, Rebels. I think were the three that just came out on vacation.
Well,
I
I
think.
wouldn't know, but.
Oh, and the Clone Wars pack.
Ah.
Wait, but I have the Clone Wars pack I bought. No, I do. I have the Troopers pack from the Clone Wars. So we got like Rex and stuff like that, but I haven't. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do for us today, guys.
Just to let you guys know, we're trying to record several episodes. Each time we film, that's why we're still in the same outfits. It's
We know we say it next week, but when we say next week, we just mean like a few minutes later because we're gonna be.
we're gonna
try to edit and get them out as fast as possible, but
put them.
You gotta bear with us. It's not really. It's gonna take a little while to edit videos and stuff. So.
We're gonna try to do upload one every Saturday. That's why we're recording as much as we can.
If possible, that would be nice.
Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button and subscribe and share with your friends. And we'll
see you in the next one.
next one.
Bye!